Hey everyone, welcome back to Ontario Gardening. So today, Phoebe and I are going to show you how to make some compost tea. Now for those of you that don't know exactly what compost tea is, you are basically taking a 5-gallon bucket, which we are going to do here today, and you are going to mix a bunch of different components, usually manures, compost, different things like that. Letting it steep, very similar to a tea. Your water is going to absorb all of those nutrients, make a nice dip tea, and then you will be good to use this in the garden as a natural fertilizer. So there is two ways to do this. You can do it just still water, so no aerator. And then there is the use of the aerator, and that's using something like a fish tank bubbler, and it's putting it inside the bucket with your organic matter in the water and having the aerator continue to circulate oxygen through your bucket. You can do that for sure. There are benefits to that. The benefits are that you're feeding all of the microorganisms inside of the bucket with oxygen consistently, and so they're able to multiply faster and in larger quantities. The downfall to that is you are now having to bring outside sources in. It's extra work. You're letting it sit for longer, and when you do pull that aerator out, it's possible that the all of that good bacteria and those good blooms die a lot quicker, whereas if you just let it do it naturally. So we're going to do that naturally, where there's no special equipment needed except for a 5-gallon bucket and some of your most favorite compost components. So the first thing to note, if you are on a well system and well water, you can go ahead and fill this bucket. If you are not, if you are on city water or anything like that where there's chlorine in your water, you're going to want to fill your bucket and let it sit for a solid 24 hours. The reason you want to do that is because the chlorine from the city water is meant to kill bacteria and meant to kill things. So we don't want to have too high of a chlorine content in here when we're putting our organic matter in here, because frankly we don't want it to die. So I am on city water. I am going to go ahead and fill this bucket, and we will see you in 24 hours once it has sitten and kind of evaporated some of that chlorine. So now your next step is finding a vessel that becomes our tea bag. So you can use a large piece of cheesecloth for this, a painter's bag. I found these at Dollar Tree. They're reusable produce bags, and basically it's going to work exactly the way I need them to. It is fine meshed, so everything we put inside our quote-unquote tea bag will be able to seep into our water. And this one actually has a drawstring just like a tea bag. So this is so perfect. I can't believe I found these. But cheesecloth with some string, like I said, a painter's bag, even like a strainer would work, because we're basically going to make a tea effect in here. So you got your vessel. Now we are going to want to fill our vessel, our tea bag if you will, with our matter that's going to make our tea. So manure is a great thing for this. You start with 2 cups of really good quality compost, whether it's your own compost, your purchased compost, whatever. Put 2 cups of that in there, and then you're going to go ahead and make whatever tea blend you want. You wouldn't put anything liquid in here because it's just going to seep right out of the bag. You're looking for like actual matter. So the compost goes in, 2 cups of that. I am going to use rabbit manure because it's one of the best manures that you can use in your garden. Has the most nutrients and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to put in some worm castings. Those will dissolve nicely in there. And I might even throw a little bit of blood and bone meal in there. It's a little bit of a powder. Probably the bone meal, because the bone meal will hold up better in here. And we're going to go ahead and fill our bag with that. So let's do that. So a couple bags of that nice rich compost in here. And then like I said, I'm going to go in with a nice handful of our our bone meal. And then I'm going to do some rabbit manure. And then just the rest of my worm castings. And now at this point I've got my nice thick tea bag. I'm going to tie the drawstring and put it in the water. And then what you're going to do here now is we're just going to leave it for a week. Make it sure it's all submerged, just like tea. And once or twice a day, you can come out here and, you know, dilute your tea bag. I don't know if you've seen the color change in that water just by doing that. So the longer it sits, the obviously better it's going to be. Like I said, we can do up to a week. I might just do a couple days. As long as it starts dissolving in there and getting those microorganisms to start developing, then you are good. So yeah, lid on and let it steep. And when it is done, I don't really need to show you. We're going to apply it to the base of our plants. So you can do that with a watering can. You would just take this out, and then you're going to do it with a watering can. You can pour it straight from this bucket here. You can put it on one of those backpack sprayers. However it is you want to add this fertilized compost tea to the soil is completely up to you. But that, my friends, is compost tea. We will talk to you soon. Bye.